Except I wasn't regular, nor did I own binoculars. I ended up carrying burdens that were never mine, internalizing others' abandoned wounds as my own. This distorted my sense of worth, forming painful untruths about myself that bled into every aspect of my life. The way the outside world treated me led me to abandon myself, to escape the painful beliefs I had formed of not being worthy of anything good in life. Overloaded with empathetic tendencies and desperate to cope, I searched for solace, eating my emotions from a young age. Feeding the fragile child inside provided temporary relief. Still, it quickly became a toxic cycle, one that deepened my suffering rather than healing it, and my relationship with my body became so frighteningly destructive that it was easier to accept self-hatred as normal. I became a master escape artist, mistaking avoidance for survival and self-destruction for control. Living from a place of wounding turned my life into a tragic comedy of errors, both hysterically laughable and intolerably painful, an endless loop of running from pain while it lurked in every shadow. The extreme measures taken to numb the pain, combined with ADHD-induced impulsivity, only led to an almost lethal mix of disaster after disaster. I became embarrassed by my perceived inability to normal due to walking the less travelled path through rough terrain and off the beaten track detours. I spent years as a prisoner to my inner wounds, treading water in the seas of sorrow and unworthiness. It appeared I had been cursed by the cruel, and misfortunes seemed to stalk me, disguised as horrible failures, misadventures, and shitty life events, always waiting to strike.
My greatest naivety of my lifetime has been to believe others to be as kind and pure of heart as me.
Needing to learn that goodness is not always innate, nor bred into the human spirit by default. But my giving nature and living life through a lens of eternal optimism, endless compassion, and showing up for people indiscriminately, no matter how self-sacrificial, led me astray. I stubbornly repeated lessons until they bled into the very fabric of my existence. Bearing the talents of an oracle hasn't always felt like a gift. Sometimes it has pained me just as much as a good horror film. As a talented clairvoyant born into a wake, I was never granted the privilege of ignorance.
Understanding spiritual law and the afterlife from a very young age left me little choice but to face the harsh reality that life this time was going to be no walk in the park. Despite the innate knowledge that comes with sight, I often questioned my existence. It is no wonder being of service became as natural as breathing, like helping people heal became second nature. Yet for all I had seen and predicted for others, I couldn't stop the carnage in my own life for what seemed like decades on end. Instead, I became a willing participant in the slaughter circus as its number one psychic comedian clown. As life went on, I became known for my predictive truth box and my ability to pass on messages from the spirit world with uncanny accuracy. I've helped grieving families find comfort through anecdotal proof of life, moments often filled with both deep sorrow and fits of laughter, as I would come to learn that the dead don't lose their sense of humour. My most profound lessons and soul-destroying earthly shit shows have been delivered through love, heartbreak, self-loathing, betrayal, overdoses, physical and sexual assault, abuse, unlikely motherhood, mental health battles, negligent medical mishaps and misdiagnoses, and more close calls catastrophes than I can count. Life has thrown impairments of every kind my way. Disabilities I never asked for, surgery after surgery, daring me to heal repeatedly. launching me straight into soul-destroying darkness no spiritual workshop, self-help webinar, or mindfulness book could have ever prepared me for.
I wish I could recount my healing journey as being dignified and graceful, guided by crystals, candles, and guided meditation.
It was anything but. It was messy, insufferable, and at times pitch black darkness. A brutal, merciless, all-consuming battle. The odds were stacked against me in ways that should have ended me. Life showed me the exit sign one too many times, and every single time the universe slammed the door in my face with pure ferocity until I finally understood that I wasn't meant to be swallowed by my suffering and that abandoning myself was never the answer. Healing is not for the faint-hearted. I credit all I have surpassed to having the courage to face the unacceptable, every fractured, beautiful, and resilient piece of me. Healing my way to a lighter heart hasn't been all doom and gloom. There have been moments of happiness and fulfillment too. I know I am as close to freedom as ever before. I lean into life, arms extended, welcoming life with a forever, wild-hearted and lighter spirit. Now armed with the knowing that energy never lies and abandoning myself will never be an option again.
These are my stories. Good, wild, sad, and downright unbelievable, but all true. It took me a while to get here and reconcile all that I've been through in these 40-odd years earthside.
So here we go. It's me, Cristina.